I got sent the Lil Wayne album the other day, and it hurts when you recognize that your GOAT isn't the GOAT that they once were.
Yeah.
It feels like time has been slipping. Because if I was to name on my top 3 artists, it would have been Lil Wayne, Lil Tucci, and Lil Wayne X2, right? And it hurts watching the fact that folks will have to look back on this period and be like, hey, this was him. This is how he was running. And not even to mention, I hate showing people my favorite artists and telling them, hey, Lil Wayne is one of my GOATs. And they're like, this Lil Wayne? This Sucker for Pain Lil Wayne? Yeah. This new album Lil Wayne? And I just...
3 dreads in his head? It's bad, bro.
3 braids in his... What are we talking about?
He has 3 dreads in his head. Like... Nah, 2-string Lil Wayne was the greatest of all time, bro.
When was that?
What was that? Carter 3, Carter 4?
Ah, okay. Did you get a chance to listen to it, or did you want to?
It was terrible.
Oh, you heard it? You heard it?
Yeah, I listened to all of it. It was bad.
And you know what hurts me the most? Because you could feel that he still has it.
Yeah.
There's still runs that he gets on, and you're like, okay, he's here. This is the Carter 2, Carter 3 greatness, and then it's just...
The problem is he mass produces music, but keeps it to himself.
What do you mean?
Because he has over what was the interview that he just did? He has over 2 million songs just in the vault.
Oh, he's one of
never release. And it's like, how many songs does he have from that Carter 3 to Carter 4 run that he's just never dropped?
That is fair.
And that will never come out.
That can't come out.
And it's not like Drake or these other artists that will leak their songs just to leak them. He'll keep them all to himself. So you'll never hear an unreleased Lil Wayne song that was just absolute heat. He definitely has some stuff in the vault that's like, this is hard.
It's one of those things where when you are listening to a new artist's new work, I feel like when it gets to music, there's only a certain amount of time that your music works, and that once you start getting 10 years, 15 years removed from your greatest point, it sounds absolutely insane.
So Drake is gonna have that type of fall off?
That's why I don't blame him for actively running with the trends and actively trying to get the new artists and stuff of that nature, because it's like, as long as I keep it to this, at least as long as it sounds all right, you could play the song through and you could forget that you listen to music, he'll always have a space in music history, especially since he has been able to change the type of music he's making over a long stretch of time. Like, he went from Loverboy to These Women Don't Care About Me to I'm Just Egregiously Rich to I'm gonna start making Latin music to I'm gonna start making rock randomly. So it's
EDM music too. House
it's
music.
fresh.
Yeah.
It's even though the house music is pretty it's something new that you can hang on to and move along with it. And you're still gonna have those different clips of him being... You're still going to have these separate clips of him being so personable that you're like, you know what? I guess I'll go listen to a new album of his. Or, you know what? I saw him on whoever the fuck stream. I might as well jump and listen back to at least the old stuff.
Yeah, facts.
So it becomes harder to dispel of an artist when they're able to change with the times to begin with.
In terms of NBA, where's Lil Wayne right now?
Lil Wayne NBA terms. Ooh. Vince Carter on the return. Yeah. Because
that's crazy.
You know what? Hold on. Let me pull up, because I was looking at some NBA players. Hold on. Let's look at
Kevin Garnett on the Nets.
Allen Iverson back on the 76ers.
Oh, that was after the Grizzlies, wasn't it?
No. That was before. That was a year before the Grizzlies.
Yikes.
That's before.
Yeah,
that's a year before
it's
when he started to gain a little bit of weight.
Yep.
But honestly, I find it funny because if you recognize it a lot more with athletes more than anything else.
Yeah.
Like, we've been watching. You seen the Light My Fire, that song, right? It's been going viral all throughout TikTok, where every single time that song plays, it goes and clips your favorite athletes, and they're just not the same guy. And they've been abusing that with Paul George. And you know what?
He's trash.
We could see if he's there yet. We could really see, because of my rule for being washed, you get 2 seasons. You have 2 washed seasons, and then I'm going to call you washed, and you have 1 more before it's cemented.
But the problem is that the fact of the 2 teams in the finals right now are because of him. It's time to call washed.
Yeah, I don't.
It's time to call washed, bro.
Honestly, I don't. This new NBA is wild because all these players are worth so much, and they're all heavily valued because of every single player. Well, not every single. Every top player is able to produce numbers that make you think, oh, they can come on my squad and be a killer.
Yeah.
But then they get there, and it's not as
Bradley Beal effect. Because, man.
Do you want to know something funny? I knew that one was coming. I saw that one from a mile away. Because anytime a player runs with Russell Westbrook, they get the same stimulus check that a lot of players that.
He was on the Wizards, huh?
When you play with Russell Westbrook, you get a stimulus check. That's not to the extreme level of a Jokic, but you best believe you're gaining an extra 7 to 8 points because he's just existing. Yeah. We can look at James Harden when he was averaging 35, 36 points a game.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was like 37. It was 42 for a couple months, but you get those extra points because there's a way that Russ gets his assists where he's like, you know what? Here's this extra layup. I could have finished it, but let's just give you. I get the assist, you get the 2 points. Nice. Or I'm dribbling down and I just pass it to you for a 3, and you get an extra 3. Nice. I get an assist, you get your little extra points. So watching the way Bradley Beal was playing, and then he got hurt, I said, oh no, this fall is going to be ridiculous.
It's terrible.
It's going to be ridiculous.
It was the video that he did with those kids when he was like, once you get to the league, you can just stay here. I was like, yeah, he's not working anymore, bro. I know a guy that's going to retire soon when I hear it, bro. Talking about get to the league and just do the same thing. Yeah, he's not trying to play basketball no more, bro. He's trying to provide for his family.
And that's low-key, that's actually funny. Because if you could watch what a player is ready to just
be done,
fade off to the backside. Number 1, they start doing interviews.
Yeah.
They start randomly doing interviews. Number 2, they start doing ads. You're not doing ads if you're trying to win a ring.
Yeah.
You take running ads damn near takes 2 weeks of shooting for to be able to do that.
They start a podcast.
Why are you trying to find other ways to make money? They just gave you $40 million. Oh, this is your last $40 million. Okay, I got you.
Getting that back, bro. You should have known. Carmelo started one, retired. I'm just confused why Paul George is still in the league, bro.
Because he still has it. Honestly, for the hoops, honestly, I feel like this is a twofold comment. Number 1, when you're in the league, I've heard when it's time to retire is when a young guy goes and retires you. Mm-hmm. That's number 1. And number 2, with the way that the NBA is set up right now, you don't want that young guy to retire you for one main reason. That will just ruin your legacy. That'll kill your legacy. Because I was thinking about it. What point will Kevin Durant retire? Honestly, once he averages less than 24 points per game, go ahead and hang it up. Yeah. Go and hang it up because not my GOAT.
Whoa, because who's going to retire KD?
He can still play.
Yeah, he's still hooping, bro.
He averaged 27 this year.
Yeah.
He's 37 this year. So he'll be 38 by the next calendar, by the time the season starts back up.
Wow.
He still averages. So he can keep going. He can go the Vince Carter route and just average less and less and less points, but it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right.
So by 40, he should just be done?
If he's still able to average 25, depending on what team he goes to, that will be the decider.
I think this is what they should do in the league. I need to see Steph Curry, LeBron, and KD go to the Charlotte Hornets and get a ring. Is that crazy?
A little bit. I don't blame you though. I'm not mad at that.
And then all retire at the same time.
I'm not.
That's the happy ending I want to see.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit upset those 3 haven't played together once. That just feels weird that it hasn't happened.
Because you saw what they did in the Olympics.
Oh, for sure.
Now imagine that type of league takeover. They can do it.
They still probably lose, but
who will beat them? You know what? Yeah.
The Indiana Pacers will probably beat them. Yeah. Don't let the OKC Thunder see a bunch of 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
Chet is 22. I
saw what Ant did to all my goats, so it's just time at that point, yeah. Forced a retirement on all of them.
Fucking Edwards and walk him down Davis on his team. They had Rudy Gobert looking like a superstar. Yeah, no. Go ahead and just wrap it up.
I hate that guy. Absolutely hate Rudy Gobert.
I low-key do.
Because why can't you? What do you do in the offseason to not get a bucket? No, you're 7 foot. You're 7'1". You just had to do this when the ball goes in.
I think what hurts me the most about Rudy Gobert, he's as good offensively right now as he was in 2009 when he first got drafted. You haven't improved at all?
Never. No, never.
You haven't got a drop step?
Yeah, bro. You don't have a bag. Like,
Whoa.
you don't have the Shaq spin move bag.
I knew when it was sick when Anthony Edwards literally waved him off. Keep in mind, he was like pulsing up this 6'3" guy.
Chris Paul. You post up Chris Paul and they say, it's good, bro.
He said, no, I have a better shot. Bro said, tweet, it's a 2 defenders and shot. It's
3. The fade away from the elbow. Yeah. And Rudy Gobert's like this. Yeah, bro, it's okay. Who was that against? That was recently, too. That was against OKC, wasn't it? When he had like 40? Yeah, bro, we're not serious. Mm-hmm. Alex Caruso is backing him down. Yeah, we're not serious, bro.
So I definitely don't blame it. Is there any NFL players that how do you know when an NFL player that it's time to hang
when
it
they
up?
become the cover of Madden.
Really?
That's when it's done. Yeah.
What is? I don't know the Madden.
Every running back that's been on the cover of Madden has been put into early retirement. You saw what happened to Christian McCaffrey this year, right?
Yeah.
On the cover, ACL gone. He's never been hurt before. Gone. Saquon, you're next. I'm not going to lie. They put him on the cover. I won't be surprised if he gets hurt. And mind you, Saquon's only ever been hurt. This year on the Eagles, I don't know what happened. He went for 2,000 yards. Perfect.
You know what was funny? I don't watch football like that. And I know Saquon
was going crazy. Yeah.
Honestly, the only time when I recognize it's time for a player to hang it up is quarterbacks and wide receivers. Those are the only times that you can like visibly see. I think that's enough from you.
Yeah.
And the main one that comes to mind, Julio Jones. I remember watching Julio Jones.
Not too much on my go.
Until when they picked him up to go to the play for the Buccaneers, I was confused. I thought Brady would be able to use him, do some things here and there, but my brother in Christ, one jab, they are literally right in front of him and stiffed the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Because Julio was just a bully. He was big and strong. And like other corners weren't big and strong. But now these corners
how tall is Julio?
I think he's like 6'4", 250. He was the first DK Metcalf.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But now corners are also DK Metcalf. So it's just like, that's not going to work anymore, bro. So yeah, that's why he got forced into retirement.
And not even to mention they're 6'4", 250 just like him, but now they're 22.
Yeah, literally. They're 22. He's, 36? So yeah, it's clipped.
Because I couldn't even imagine, especially being an athlete, and it's like, damn, I'm 36. I got 2 kids. 3-4 mortgages. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. to start getting ready for the season. And there's this 19-year-old that genuinely wants to be where I'm at. Yeah. I don't need it. I do not.
There was a college receiver that was 17 years old cooking college football.
I saw that stuff too. I'm like, bro, you are underage. Why are you? How is he here? You can reclassify up?
No, he graduated high school early. He was supposed to be a senior in high school his freshman year in college. Yeah.
And he still put up stats?
And he was going stupid.
Is he looking like he's going to be one of them?
He's going to the league easily, yeah. He'll be a first-round draft pick easily. Damn. He might be top 10, top 5. Yeah, top 5.
Interesting.
And there's 2 of them. One's at Alabama. Jeremiah Smith is at Ohio State. Jeremiah Smith, literally, they're calling him right now the greatest college wide receiver of all time.
At 17?
No, he's 18. He's only 18. Had 1 season.
Oh my God! Yeah. So he was 17 when he was doing that shit.
No, he was 18. He was 18.
He's 18. Okay.
He's a true freshman. Like,
oh my!
That was his first year of college. He didn't graduate early.
Do wide receivers don't look good their first year, right?
Not that good.
Yeah,
like, not that good. Yeah.
Because of
it's an anomaly.
Wasn't Jeddah's like really good his sophomore junior year? That's when he really took off.
Yeah. His junior senior year, because I think he said the extra year.
Interesting.
Yeah. No one's ever just that good their freshman year. Especially on a team like Ohio State playing the biggest and baddest teams in college football. Yeah, he's like that.
Why is it so difficult?
Because other teams are just as good. Like they're in the Big Ten.
Are they used to just like feeding on those trash teams?
Yeah, like Minnesota will play St. Thomas. It's easy money. But like they're playing Oregon. They're playing Notre Dame. Who else? They're playing Texas, and he's eating. Damn. These are big schools that are just like, you're not gonna eat on me, and he's eating. It's frightening for sure. It's frightening.
Fair enough. Is Devontae Adams ass?
He's just old. Like it's one of those he might have to retire.
And that's what I was gonna talk about.
He just might have to retire.
I was about to talk about
this. Is probably his last actual season.
Because I watched him on the Jets. I said, I thought you were still a top 3 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was Jeddah's, Jamar Chase, a big gap, and then Devontae Adams.
Nah, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill's still that guy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So just Tua's body just.
Yeah, CT has a crazy way of making two different teammates on you. Yeah, because he was joking.
Bro, I remember my guy. I was playing fantasy, and one of my guys gets him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna blow y'all out." Da, 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 da. And tell me why Tyreek couldn't get more than 8 points.
Nah, he had like 3 quarterbacks last season, and they were all bad. So, and then his quarterback came back in the middle of the season just to leave. Yeah, that's his problem though. Mm-hmm. You have this many babies. This is what happens. You got to pay more money for child support. You should have stayed on the Chiefs where you were getting rings, because the Chiefs have them this year against the Eagles. It's a different story. That's still
true.
Lose.
They
still lose, but it looks way closer than it did.
That's fair.
But yeah,
that's
Adams, he has one more season and he's washed.
They keep them on their team just to teach the young guy.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But like,
okay. Because if that's his role, I mean, I guess you could do that, but
Odell can't be a big bro to nobody. I'm not because he's still a little bro.
That's how still partying. You still, yeah.
You got like you just got into the league. You're 30 years old, bro.
Yeah,
it's time to lock in.
That's fair. My one player that I wish just retired a little bit earlier was Kobe Bean Bryant. It hurts me so much to watch him continuously average 13 to 17, 20 points one year, but it wasn't even. I wish
free throw 20.
I wish he would have retired back in 2012.
Yeah.
Get your ring and walk away. Fine, you get one more year. Retire at the 2013-2014 season, right after that one. Do you know why? Because you got hurt. Yeah, once you get hurt, once you get a major injury and you get one more season back and you still not moving like that, give it up. It's you gotta move away, because of then it starts to hurt the legacy so much. And it's like, I get it. You want to continue living the life that literally created the life that you are living at this exact moment. But I can't stand it. I cannot keep watching it.
And they'll look and say Kobe's not top 5, and it hurts my heart.
Because how am I supposed to argue that? How am I supposed to argue?
To me, he's the greatest, but like he averages most turnovers all time, doesn't he? And then lowest field goal percentage too.
What do you mean?
For shots taken, he has the lowest field goal percentage, or something like that. Some stat that he has, it's like he just looks trash, bro.
Okay. It might be he has a high turnover, but that's more so contingent on the fact that he played so long, so he might have racked up that way. He has the most shots, I think. He has one of the most shots. That is true. He does have a lot of shots. But my whole thing is watching farewell tours hurts my heart, because Paul Pierce had his farewell tour, and I'm like, no, I can't watch you parade yourself city by city, getting 20 points on 30, 27, 14 splits. I can't. And
Draymond's looking at you saying, you're not Kobe, bro, just retire. Whoa. Draymond's telling you that it's time to hang it up, bro. I can't lie. And you were a superstar. Nah, I can't. I would say, okay, if that's, I would say Melo then too. Melo hurt me because once he got traded to OKC, I still thought he had something in him. But nah, it was bad. They started putting him at the 4, and they started putting him at the 5, and I'm like, no. Talking about he's not the real Melo, it's LaMelo Ball. How do you get your name stolen and your number? He started doing cash in and shoots. He was just a cash and shooter for like a year and a half. I said, that's not my Melo. D-Wade. D-Wade on the Cavs were crazy. Oh my God. Isaiah Thomas. After that Celtics run, it should have been done from there, because you were never going to do that again. The year he averaged like 30. It was kind of like Lamar Jackson, where like they thought, okay, these first 2 seasons we don't have him figured out. We figured him out now, and he's still the greatest. Isaiah Thomas thought he was that guy. Nah, bro. They figured you out. Put a big guard on you, was cooked. It's really cooked after that, bro. Nah, it hurts me how simple the game of basketball is, because it definitely can't just boil down to that. Because of you know what? I take that back. My number 1 position, Russell Westbrook. It's been Russell. Watching Russ like try to continue the trip dub, the superstar, like the still being like the face of a team.
I can't do it.
He has a few more years, bro. Trust.
No, he can still play.
Now that's delusion talking.
But averaging 11 points, that's not my Trip Dub King. Yeah. That's not my MVP.
Yeah, that's fried.
Because of when they took him off the bench, off the Lakers, just having him play off the bench, and they were still frying him. Yeah. The city was still. Oh, I'll never forgive LA for what they did, because that was the beginning of the end. That was the moment I said, yeah, he's cooked. Because he just came off of averaging like 23, 12, and 12 on the Wizards. And then he's just cooked.
Man, life is crazy.